I know I've shared this before, but hiring is the one thing that makes me the most nervous about growing my company. To be honest, I feel a lot of responsibility in this role, but I feel much more relieved after I read How to Be a Great Boss by Gino Wickman and René Boer. This book is all about how to lead a team effectively without burning yourself out in the process, or micromanaging your team, which everyone hates. So in the book, the best bosses do two things separately: lead and manage. Leading is all about vision and inspiration, where management is where we get into accountability and execution. One of my biggest takeaways is that from time to time, you need to step away from the day to day grind and take the 30,000-foot view to see how you and your team are doing overall. In this chapter of the book, he outlined a bunch of questions that you should ask during this 30,000-foot planning time, and I've actually been trying to pull a few of them at the end of each month to reflect on myself to start getting into the practice. They also made it clear that delegation is not an option, it's mandatory. It's because if you're overwhelmed, you're likely doing too much on your own. So I think this book is important for any manager to read, but especially if you're struggling with any kind of team leadership, this book would be helpful. And it does lay out a simple, structured way to improve your management skills. I really love a book that is structured to give you a ton of practical tips that you can take to work the next day, and this book is definitely it. So what's one leadership book that changed the way that you manage? Let me know in the comments below.